Check out what I got in the mail today, or by freight. A giant box. Takes up a large part of my garage, actually, my little garage. And we are going to be opening this box. We're going to see what's inside. And well, you can see on the front what that is. Got some goodies from BatteryHookup.com. And we're going to go through this. Alright, so we got the whole pack here. Some three different modules. Looks like we have some sort of data sheet of when this was checked in 2015. Just shows all the cells voltages and what the greatest difference between them. It says right there, maximum cell difference 0.01. That's pretty good. Really good, actually. So which one do we take apart first? That is the question. Alright, so we got the top part of the main bigger battery open. We're able to see some cells here, or some modules. There's a module here. So small module, big module, and then two smalls again, with lots of jumper wires all over, so that's pretty neat. Got our balance cables there. And then we're going to open this one here, and I'm not sure if we're going to find more of these smaller modules or if we're going to get the bigger modules. It's looking pretty good though. It looks like these are double stacked. There's going to be modules on top of modules then on this big one. And let's get to it. Okay, so I got two modules out. These are the two smallest ones in this whole pack. And these are 12 volts. So this is a 3S module. 3S module. So that's good for 12 volt inverters. They'll work with the 12 volt inverter stock. It'll work even better if you get the inverter custom voltage range from, say, 9 volts to 12.6, or 9 volts would be the cutoff you'd want for an inverter. But these are sweet. Look at how small. That is like perfect drop-in, ready into most applications anyways. Small, quite small. I'm going to look up the amp hours on this thing, and I'll let you guys know. Alright, so this does look like a 3S. So we got cell number 1 here, right across here, then it bridges to the next cell, across, bridges to the next cell. So we have our two ends, so this is 12 volts here. We have our balance leads going to this little PCB, which goes to our pin connector here. Oh, look at this. Okay, so these are our cells right here inside. They look like they're like an aluminum case cell. I can't tell for sure. It looks aluminum case to me. Yeah, I think it is. So that's interesting. It's an aluminum case cell encased in aluminum, and it's like this is the tankiest built battery I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, you can just see the whole thing here. It's ridiculous. I guess that's German made for you. Everything's built like a tank. Anyways, that's it for the 3S. Let's see what else we get in this. The big battery. Then we still have two smaller batteries to get into. Alright, so I just took out the big one that was right there. It looks like these two are also 3S. And this one looks to be a 5S, sitting at 20 volts. These are all at 4 volts a cell, just under. So we got a 5S battery here, and two 3S's right there. So in my case, I would put hopefully I can find another one of these. If I have two 5S's, they'll make a 10S, and then two 3S's, I'll get my 16S, and I'd be able to run it in my system, which runs two MagnaSine inverters. Or you could put it, you can go 13S. I'm pretty sure there's some 4S cells in here, so you could go two 5S's and a 4S to get your 14S. There's all kinds of ways you can do it. You could go one 5S and three 3S cells, I believe. That'll give you what, 14S right there. So yeah, there's all kinds of combinations to figure this out. You might not be able to use everything in here, but we will find out, because I'm going to be building a system with this, and it will be running an entire house. And it won't even, I'm not even going to use this entire battery for the house. It's not needed. Alright, so some of the tools you're going to want before attempting to take apart this battery. You're going to want some male and female Torx, and you're going to want your Allen keys, because that's pretty much everything on here. You get a couple bolts here and there like these two, but pretty much everything is either Allen key or Torx, or female Torx, or yeah. Anyways, And here you can see their refrigerant rails for cooling of the battery. The batteries just sit directly on top of this, and these would be cooled. That's pretty neat. That's an interesting way of doing it. And then on the top side of it, you have these moisture collectors right here. So I'm gonna get to getting all this off, because under here is some more batteries, and same thing within here. And I'm gonna time lapse everything right there. Alright, so I removed a bunch of bolts and a bunch of nuts, all sitting there. I found some more on the side, right? Let's see if we can get them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go all the way around to get that metal case off, and then we'll be able to see what else we should take apart.